네, 안녕하세요. 예스유학 김동민 이사입니다. 네. 어, 일단 지금 정확하게 10시가 되고, 보통, 중간중간에, 이 웨비나는, 계속 추가되시는 분들이 들어오실 거예요. 그래서, 오늘 여러 명 신청해 주셨는데, 저희 직원이 들어오실 때마다 추가할 거라서 뭐, 인터럽션이 별로 없기 때문에, 그리고 미국에 이제, 켄트, 입학처장님께서 저녁 시간이다 보니까, 바로 저희가 시작할 수 있도록 하겠습니다. 시작하기 전에 몇 가지 유의사항과 안내사항 먼저 드리도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 제 소개부터 드렸을 때, 저는 예스유학의 김동민 이사라고 하고요. 오늘 이 웨비나의 주제에 관련돼서 저희가 이제 호스팅을 하기로 한 김동민 이사라고 합니다. 인사드리겠습니다. 그리고 오늘 이 전체적인 통역과 이러한 거를 담당해 주실 네, 신재민 과장 옆에 같이 들어와 있습니다. 다 부탁드리고 항상 저희 그 회사의 마스코트죠. 네, 윌리엄 선생님. 네, 항상 같이 저희가 웨비나 주재하고 하기 때문에 먼저 인사 부탁드리도록 하고요. 네,
안녕하세요.
네. 그리고 몇 가지 유의사항은 아마 이 웨비나가 저희가 이제 여러 채 하다 보니까 기본적으로 이게 중간에 테크니컬 이슈가 있을 수도 있고 그다음에 여러 사항들이 있을 수 있어서 양해 먼저 부탁드리도록 하고요. 그다음에 어, 통역을 하다 보면 솔직히 저도 통역을 늘 할 때마다 느끼는 거지만 분명히 준비를 하고 키노트를 준비했는데도 중간에 약간 아무 생각이 안 날 때가 있습니다. 그래서 가끔 가다 저희도 실수했을 수 있으니 미리 양해 부탁드리고요. 작년에 제가 그 켄트 할 때 되게 고생한 생각이 있어서 먼저 양해 부탁드리고 우리 재민 과장이 너무 잘 알아서 하겠지만 하다가 실수라도 그리고 저희 학부모님 웬만하면 다 영어를 잘하시고 말하시는 게 어렵지 듣는 거는 문제 없으시라고 저는 항상 믿고 있기 때문에 양해 먼저 부탁드리도록 하고요. 그다음에 이제 진행을 하면서 자세히 들으시고 오늘 실시간 Q&A는 저희 별로 진행을 하지 않아요. 그래서 끝나고 나서 저희 예수야 홈페이지나 아니면 저희 이메일이나 요거에 관련돼서 연락을 주시면 켄트 학교에 대한 질문 사항들 저희가 다 준비할 예정에 있습니다. 그래서 그 몇 가지 유의사항 부탁드리고요. 어, 제일 중요한 거는 뭐 학교 시설도 뭐지만 이분들의 이제 입학처장님으로부터 직접 들으시는 게 제일 좋으니까 그렇게 생각해 주시고 그 관점으로 한번 학교를 알아간다는 위주로. 그리고 일부러 프레젠테이션도 작년에는 되게 이제 철학적인 여러 가지를 뭐 담아서 얘기를 하시려고 하시더라고요. 그래서 너무 좋은 시간이었고, 그래서 이번에도 최대한 저희가 학교를 잘, 왜 여러 학교들 중에 굳이 켄트 스쿨이어야 되는지 이걸 목적에 맞춰서 하니까요. 그렇게 이해해 주시면 될 것 같습니다. 이제 그러면 바로 시작할 수 있도록 하겠습니다. Hey, Deborah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so can we see your face?
There I
Uh,
am.
all right, all right. Oh, you look nice by the way today.
Oh, thank you very much. You too.
Okay, like always. So
Mm.
why don't I explain most of it? So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, and then let's start from here. Okay?
Okay, well, good morning, everybody. I am honored to be here to speak just a little bit to you about the Kent School in Kent School, Connecticut. Connecticut. It's a privilege and an honor to be able to share my workplace and what has been my home for the last 20 years. So we will start just a little bit with Kent by the numbers. This is a very broad brush introduction to the school. Kent School is primarily a boarding school. It's a mid-sized school of about 520 students, of whom about 470 are boarders, with about 50 day students. We are a co-ed school of boys and girls with great diversity, over 34 countries and over 30 states at the school. And one other addition to the slide, I just wanted to mention that we have a vibrant international population at the school, usually around 20% international. They're very engaged at the school. We held a multicultural fair last Sunday in our dining hall where we had food from over 30 different areas represented. It was extremely popular. And that's also something that's not on the slide, but that I wanted to include. So Kent School was founded in 1906. The motto of the school is at the top here, the simplicity of life, directness of purpose, and self-reliance. And that motto has been embellished and worked on over the last 100 years, where our guiding principle throughout the school is to educate our students, as you can see here, intellectually, socially, ethically, and spiritually. So they're ready for the 21st century once they leave. And every part of the school mission, as we teach, as we coach, as we guide the students through the school, we're always considering these elements. Thank you. So we're going to divide up the presentation here and just take a few slides and look at each of the elements of the school, as you can see here with the English and the translation, ending up with a look at the town and the community and the college prep, kind of that we engage with the students at the end. But we'll start with Kent is an intentional community. So we like to say that Kent is rural, but not isolated. It is a very beautiful, very peaceful campus about 2 hours north of New York City. And this is the heart of the campus. This is our chapel, which is one of the four central location meeting places on campus, with what is a staple in our campus, Mount Algo in the back. The Kent School song references Mount Algo right at the beginning, but we're nestled in a valley between these two mountains. So we have a diagram here of the Kent School competencies. Um, these again are intentional competencies that we link every aspect of the school. Our community life program is a pillar of our instruction at the school. And these are the elements that we're looking for every student to consider and engage in to make them ready for the 21st century when they leave the school and go out into the greater world. So we're going to start by looking at some of the learning elements in the school. And this is a humanities classroom, which has a very, very large table in the center of every classroom that we call the Harkness method. So the goal being here that there is no front or back to the classroom. So in the humanities, in the history and English classes, the students are very discussion based and they are all equal at the table, and their viewpoint, their opinions are all equally valued. It's a very intentional way of teaching, and it's a very popular way to learn. And it's something that we like to show the families first when they come on a tour. Thank you. So this slide I'll just read for you. We're going to get into the academics in just a few minutes. But a Kent education expands knowledge, deepens understanding, and cultivates skills and confidence that the students need to contribute to the common good. And we do this in multiple ways. I will get into the academics again in just a few moments. But we're constantly looking at ways to instill curiosity, to guide them through confidence, and basically prepare them and get them ready as they mature through the school for their next step. Thank you. So at Kent School, we have a ratio of advanced degrees in the faculty of 71%. About 11 years is the average tenure of the faculty member, and the relationships that the students form with their teachers are not just in the classroom, but they're also their advisors, their dorm parents, their coaches, and so their spiritual, intellectual, and social growth comes 24/7 throughout the entire time that they're at the school. Oh, just very quickly, Jamie, I also wanted to mention that the faculty to student ratio is 6 to 1, and that uh, yeah, well, I was going to say my 20 years of teaching music, I think the smallest class I ever had was maybe 3 or 4, but the largest class I ever had was about 13 to 14. So it's hard to give you an exact average of the class size, but the class sizes are small. Thank you. So when we look at guiding our students through their requirements for graduation, many of our courses will have 4 different levels. As you can see here, we've got our regular in green, honors classes, accelerated, moving up to something that we call advanced studies. So it used to be an AP advanced placement curriculum. Kent School has moved away that, and we offer now 22 different courses in advanced studies. This broadens out the teacher's curriculum. It's less teaching to the test, and it's a more engaging way to teach. The students still have the option to take the AP the exam at the end, should they wish, but we're moving more towards diplomas, and I'll talk about those in a second, and advanced studies versus AP. And I have Jimmy just, well, I can talk on this slide, but just a little bit more. I think for families that really would like a deeper dive into the curriculum and what is offered at Kent School, I'm hoping that this is accessible in in where you are. But if you just type in Kent School course catalog, an entire PDF will come up of the course catalog, all of the engineering courses, all of the science electives, the history electives, the advanced studies. And as I said, we're now moving towards allowing students the option to do an independent study as an upperclassman, or even a guild paper. And so that with the diploma option gives a very rich opportunity as an upperclassman to do a deep dive into something that a student might be passionate about. That could be a research paper with a faculty's attention and guidance. It could be portfolios of drawings, translation, a lab report, field explorations, an exposition of mathematical ideas. It really runs the gamut, and it's going more into the passion of the student and pairing them up with a faculty member that also has that passion that can help guide them through that. Thank you. Okay, this is an interesting picture. Um, as we move into the residential portion of the webinar, this is just a great picture of a tradition called Rock Day, where the upcoming seniors vote on school colors. You can see the girl has the green paint tin on the end, and they go up to a place called Numeral Rock to paint in their graduation year. It's a rite of passage in the spring, hand in hand with tapping and senior prefects, and the moment where leadership switches from the seniors down to the juniors on their way up.
He says vote day, right? Like vote as a you vote.
Uh, Say that again, Jamie.
Is it like voting day?
Yeah, we do vote for prefects for tapping. This one is called Rock Day, and they paint themselves as much as they paint the rock, but they're painting their graduation year. So in this case, Rock Day is coming up next in 2 weeks. They'll be painting 26 because they're the juniors going up to be seniors. So community life is one of the pillars at the school. It's a discussion-based course that every student takes, regardless of the incoming year, that they continue to take throughout the school. I don't know if you can remember this, Jamie, but one of the phrases that I jotted down that I love about our community life program is that great schools can make great students. However, it takes a community to make a great person. And so living on the campus with your teachers, also your coaches, and as your advisor, and in the dorm with you, it creates an atmosphere where the campus becomes a home and the community becomes your family. And we truly do believe that that our students will end up with two homes. They have the home with you, but they also have a home with us. So this is the central portion of the campus, and we'll talk a little more about the geography in a moment. But this is a slide where I just wanted to pause for a second and talk about engagement of students in clubs. We have over 80 clubs, believe it or not, at the school, which is a lot with a population of 520. But the students are very passionate about their causes. They're very vocal in what they believe and what they want to bond with other students about, or the work that they want to do. And we encourage the students through club fairs and through support with a faculty sponsor to engage in their clubs during the school year. Thank you. This is also the central campus. Again, we're going to look at a slide with the geography in a moment, but this is the beautiful chapel. It's an Episcopal school, though we do have many, we are an interfaith school. We have many faiths represented at the school. We meet in the chapel at least 3 occasions during the week. One of my favorite traditions is the Senior Chapel Talk series, where seniors volunteer to come speak during their senior year to impart words of wisdom and advice to the younger members of the community before they leave. We have many speakers that come from off campus to talk about a variety of global topics and to engage the students. And then we do have on Sundays traditional chapel services with a communion. But the chapel is very much a meeting place and a heart of our community and our campus. Thank you. So no matter what your religious beliefs or your background, it's a welcoming and inclusive space in the chapel. It's all part of our community and bringing everybody together. Thank you. So the next section here are the parts where we talk about Kent as an active community. I'll just talk, maybe talk in several sections here, Jamie, but our year is a fall, a winter, and a spring, 3 terms. And our schedule falls that the academic day is 4 full days and 2 half days. So we have school Wednesday morning and Saturday morning, with Wednesday and Saturday afternoon free. And we're going to talk just a little bit now about what happens when the academic classes end and the activities begin. Thank you. So in the athletic arena, we do have varsity sports and JV, occasionally third sports as well. And for us, the experience for the student athlete is built upon our pillars of respect, sportsmanship, attitude, effort, and appreciation. So if you look at the slide here, it's not just about winning, it's about honor, commitment, and fair play as well. So these are all the life lessons we're instilling through our athletic program. So when students choose their after-school activity, they can choose through our athletic program. They can also choose an arts activity, and we'll talk about those in a second. We also have engineering and community service. In this instance, you're going to see the girls from the lacrosse team. Yeah, I'll let you speak on that first, Jamie, that there's a variety of choices. So this slide are the varsity sports, just to show you kind of the breadth and depth through the seasons. For example, tennis will be a spring sport, basketball will be a winter sport. So these are by seasons, but this shows you the breadth. Our rowing is on the Housatonic River, which is straight across right next to the campus. Our team is actually a 3-season sport. We do have a boathouse, which enables you to do rowing in the winter as well. So we'll show you some pictures of that at the end. Thank you. We do have a vibrant arts program as well, and I'm very pleased that we'll be able to show you the auditorium in a few slides, which is a beautiful space that was renovated about 8 years ago, where we show our dance shows 3 times a year, all of our music ensembles, and then also our theatre program. So maybe just touch, Jamie, on the 3 elements that we have here under performing arts. So within our arts programs, we have fabulous faculty that come in to share their own expertise. Just within the music department alone, we have 16 teachers, 12 of whom come in from the outside to give private lessons. So the students are getting a very high caliber instruction in the arts when they're at Kent School. Thank you. Oh, because this webinar is a broad brush for the school, and I'm the music teacher, can I just take a second just to talk about music? Do you want to translate that and tell the others just selfishly, really quick? Just tell them I'm going to give a little information.
Okay.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so within the music department, we have a traditional orchestra, we have a concert band, we have a jazz band, we have multiple choirs and a cappella groups, which are the groups that the vocal groups that sing unaccompanied. And many of these groups also go off campus. Our chamber choir just went to Italy. We'll take the a cappella group to compete in a cappella competitions. The orchestra is going to an adjudicated festival in May. So our ensembles are very vibrant and very active within the community. And also rock, jazz band, rock groups, talent shows, music technology, the modern music as well. Thank you, Jamie. And then obviously that last slide was the visual arts. So that was a sculpture class. I just wanted to mention again, if you go to Kent School Arts, just the Kent School main page, there is a separate drop down for the arts. It will talk about the theatre program, the visual arts and the electives, the music, the performing arts, all of the things I'm referencing, you can find in much more detail on the website. Thank you. Okay, so finally, we're going to talk about the college preparation and of the 5 elements that I mentioned. We have college prep. One of the things that's unique to Kent School is that we pair students in the 4th form, which is your sophomore year, with a college guidance counselor in your spring term, which is early, but that relationship builds over time. And it means that you have a very personalized, very one-on-one experience as you look at your school search, as you look at preparing your application, and as you look at making sure that you have the correct curriculum and transcript and courses under your belt for the thing that you have in mind as your future study. And this is a picture taken in front of our admissions building of our senior class from last year, wearing the college sweatshirts of their chosen school, the school that's the right fit for them, because it is all of this school search, whether it's a boarding school for high school, whether it's a college, it's about finding your right fit. What size school are you looking for? All girls, co-ed, what is the strength of the program, the rigor that you're looking for? What about the heart, the community? You will find in your search that certain schools speak to you, and that is what the college guidance counselor has helped these seniors find here. They have tried to help these seniors find the right fit. The college guidance counselor is their guide, their cheerleader, and their advocate. And then finally, I wanted to talk about the interaction and collaboration between the town of Kent and the School of Kent. So if you look at the river here, on one side, on the left side is the campus, the school, the 1,200 acres that is Kent School. On the other side, you see the town, the village of Kent. We are in collaboration with the town, and it's about a 5 to 6 minute walk from campus. Just really quick, Jamie, we have an app named Reach on the phones of all the students for safety. If they go into town, they sign in and they sign out. They CISO on the app. There are certain boundaries and a curfew, but they do have the freedom and flexibility to be able to go into town with their friends and come back, which is a really important element of building trust and independence with the students and within our community. And this is just a little visual of America's Northeast. You'll see New York City down in the bottom left, and then Connecticut is on the northwest side of the state of Connecticut. We are about a 5-minute drive from the train station up from New York. It's not a very quick train, but there is a direct train into Grand Central. We also offer buses to different airports around New York and also Boston at the beginning and end of our terms to assist students with travel. So they sign up for a coach that will take them to and from. Thank you. And here is a visual. I'm going to talk over this. There is our Housatonic River that you saw the rowers on at the beginning. And then you can see the campus is on the bottom here. Yep. That is the edge of our campus. We call that Case Point. And there's the dining hall. Our medical facility is underneath that corner building, the girls' dorm on the edge of the river there. And this is the center of campus. There is the chapel. That's the boardwalk, that long walk that goes from one end of campus to the other. You're going to see pretty soon if you will it keep rotating? Maybe not. That's as far as it goes. So our dining hall and our main academic building are on the right. But this is a nice visual of the main quad in the middle. Perfect. The back of the chapel.
뒤쪽이고요.
Behind that is the hockey rink and a new dorm called Hull. And that's the inside of the chapel briefly there at the end. This is the Student Center, which is an area below the dining hall. It's used by what we call Blue Key to create lots of weekend activities. We have a lot of fun taking the students off campus to places or organizing activities for them all weekend. So there is, as well as work, there is play. We're good at balancing both. And this is, again, the heart of the campus. This is the library in the center. It's a vibrant place. It's open, oh my gosh, I think 90 hours a week. It's a place where students will gather in groups to do projects. I haven't even touched on the res life, study hall element of the school, but we will have both study hall faculty on duty every night in the library and also peer tutors every night in the library. This is my home from home. This is the rehearsal space for the orchestra, the choir, the jazz bands. It's the recital hall in the music building.
I notice Deborah, your face whenever you're talking about orchestra and everything.
I know. Because I think of the students. That's what, I imagine them all there. And then this is our theater. We're working on the musical at the moment, which is going to be our spring production. But this is our performance space. We also do form meetings in here for all of the forms. So they'll come in once a week and meet with their form dean to talk about issues or, upcoming events, things that relate to their form. And this is the South, I think this is South Fields. We have multiple fields, but this is one of the athletic fields named South. It's a soccer pitch. We have 2 AstroTurf fields, one for American style football and then another for soccer. And then we have a racket center. These are the indoor tennis courts, of which there are 4. And I believe we have 8 outdoor tennis courts. And then we have a brand new squash wing, which has 8 new courts next door as well. They've been national champions twice in the last 5 years. Yeah, for squash. This is the headmaster's study.
I think this is the boathouse.
No, I'm waiting actually. I'm looking at it as it goes around. Yes. Thank you. And I should know this. I did a presentation in there last week.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
boat.
Yeah. No, it is the boathouse. And then I think maybe we're going to show it on another slide. I don't know how much time we have, but we do have we have an erg area with all the erg machines. And then we have there we go, the water tank. And there is the whole campus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing this, especially right now it's almost 10 p.m. now over there, right? So
It is.
I mean,
It is. No,
thank you so much. Yeah.
It was my pleasure. And I feel as if there's just so much detail, you know, with a boarding school experience that it's very, very, very difficult to put it in a sound bite of however many minutes we've just had. So I encourage people to look for the greater details on our website for, you know, engineering, leadership, whatever it might be that they're curious about is probably on the website. And if it's not, like I say, I'm happy to get back to any of the members of the team here with further clarification on the many questions people might have about the details of day-to-day life. It was a pleasure to be able to present. Honestly, it was an honor. It was fabulous that so many of you joined in today to learn about our area of the world here. And I wish you all the best for the rest of your school year and your families. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. And you could go back to sleep. Yeah.
Oh, good night.